evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Collins made the tackle.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. On play action, they'll throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards to pick up there. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. He'll buy some time right. And got his man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 1918.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Quarter with no score.
Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll run with Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
And the 15.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Covered by the defense.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 40.
They run with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Jones his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Rolling to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
1st and goal.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Back to 60, back to 60. Mustang 19. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Big air, big air, big air.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Switches. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. I don't even know why this team showed up. Watch twist. Watch. Go, Rig. Go. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw now on the final play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the... The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Taylor. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. For 23 yards, the final tally. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Nothing.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop the throw. And my goodness, another and a loose football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
The Titans first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Colts 17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And did the Titans get this? Yes, Tennessee football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Pass the and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Colts 17. Titans 14.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
They run once more with Taylor.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
9.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You. 50's the mark.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Second and 11.
Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited,